What's up, Aries? This is going to be a love reading for the first half of June. This is for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share it, helps out the channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I do offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. I have put a link to Mystic Sense in the description box as well, which is my affiliate in case you can't get a hold of me. They're a great company that offers you access to lots of brilliant psychics and readers located all over the world. And if you go through the link I've provided, they'll give you your first 5-minute reading free. So check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I've put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Aries, I'm going to do personal on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the first half of June. And guys, for those of you that are new, I say potential because I marry the law of assumption principles into my readings. So essentially this is a reading based on one timeline and one version of you and one version of said specific person and circumstances that are happening, and that you have essentially selected out of infinite. Creation is finished. So please, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and look into the law of assumption. I've posted a bit about it and there's plenty of other coaches. Plenty of law of assumption coaches that are amazing online. They'll show you how you can shift outcomes, circumstances, everything can be manifested. It starts with you. Everything is a reflection of your current state. Okay? It will make sense when you look into it. Let's have a look. Person on Aries mind. How do they feel about Aries? Sorry, guys. How do they feel about Aries as we move into the first half of June? Person on Aries mind. 3 of Wands, Aries, waiting on something. Waiting, thinking about the future. I mean, there's a 6 of Swords. I saw the 3 of Wands and 6 of Swords. Some of you are dealing with a person that's at a distance or over water. But otherwise, yeah, there's something about persistence towards maybe something more stable, more committed. The Devil card, though, and the King of Cups, and the World card in the reverse. So Aries, there seems to be a wanting to move past some kind of a drama. 6 of Swords, like move forward, move into a smoother time with you. It seems to be going a bit round and round with the World card, also a card about travel and distance. So for some of you, that's a factor. There's a lot of desire here, Aries, with the Devil card, but perhaps also there's been some cycles that are not so healthy. You know, a defensiveness here with the 7 of Wands as well. I mean, 4 of Wands in the near future is like maybe this person sees potential for something stable with you, but something goes round and round. King of Cups tells me that there is a feeling of love, there's an emotional connection, and they haven't disconnected altogether, Aries. 8 of Cups. Either they're hoping that you're going to, you know, 8 of Cups. I mean, if there's distance or if there's been a disconnect, this is the return. So I could see potentially a return now in June, or an unwillingness to walk away completely. But there's a 7 of Wands and the Devil. So something here has definitely caused some cycles between the 2 of you. And 5 of Swords and some tension. They want to get past some tension. Maybe they'll be persistent in doing that. You know, showing up and trying to take some kind of an action, Aries action, King of Wands, to get past some kind of, you know, cycles with you. Now, King of Wands. I mean, King of Wands, Devil card. Either you're dealing with another fire sign, Aries, or this could just be that you have a lot of attraction, you and this person. And the 4 of Wands, I mean, something about maybe reunion energy. Let's have a look. King of Wands, the 9 of Swords. There's a lot of stress and anxiety here, Aries, but wanting to get maybe past that. There has been tension. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords also maybe tension on the direction forward. Can be also communication issues. So maybe there's been some harsh communication between you and this person. That's my card of like, we're not really speaking the same language. And there's stress, and then there's also disappointment, 5 of Cups, or regrets. So something keeps going round and round between the 2 of you. Why did the Devil card come out in the overall? The High Priestess in the reverse. So it could be that there's an element of there's been secrecy or like a lot that has gone unsaid that then caused some stress. And that could be coming down to fears, defensiveness, like 7 of Wands, you know, holding back. and maybe that's caused tension between the two of you. The High Priestess in the reverse could mean that something did come out. Devil card can be temptations. It can be like toxic temptations, addictions, I don't know, something like that. So maybe there's been like a called out or something secretive that came to light, and there's a wanting to go past that. Seven of Swords, something secret coming to light, guys. Seven of Swords in the reverse. It's like maybe there was an element of something being hidden and now it's called out or caught out, kind of an energy, but this person doesn't want to completely disconnect from you. The King of Cups is in the upright, so I feel like this person feels emotionally bonded to you in some kind of a way. Why do we have that Seven of Swords in the reverse? Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There could be an element, Aries, of trust issues here when it comes to loyalty, stability, commitment. And the Page of Wands can be flirtations, guys. Some of you are dealing with a situation where, you know, there's issues to do with commitment. Maybe this is more flirtatious and fun. But the Queen of Pentacles, I don't know. I mean, this person might see opportunity here to take things in a new direction or has gotten some kind of a new perspective. Page of Wands, after there's been some upheaval or an element of secrets being kept or a called out energy. I mean, there's defensiveness but persistence. That's what I'm getting, you know. I mean, I've got Strength card. So this is ego battles potentially between you and this person around King of Swords in the reverse. An element of dishonesty. So, or distrust is just coming through really strongly. I will get oracles to get more information on why that is. I mean, we've got Leo energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Capricorn, strong Pisces. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, like, this could be a situation where there's, you know, flirtation but lack of commitment. Queen of Swords in the reverse, guys. Okay, I didn't want to give you guys shit, Aries. I was going to say with the King of Swords in the reverse, playing devil's advocate, it's possible this person feels you haven't been honest. And seriously, guys, I'm not giving you shit. I'm just reading both sides. Now the Queen of Swords has come out in the reverse, so either you both don't trust one another, there's been an element of keeping things inside or keeping things from one another, or there's just like this, these two in the shadow energy, there's communication issues. You can get quite harsh or quite cold with one another, so there may be a bit of tit for tat there because of trust issues, okay? Whether they're founded or unfounded, guys, now because I don't read like a regular reader, I'm only reading this side of the story for context. For any of you that actually want this connection, I'm just pointing out where you guys are at right now in the energy. Now, the truth of the matter is, this is one version and one version of said specific person. Circumstances don't matter. They're still you pushed out. They're a reflection of you, your assumptions about self and your assumptions therefore about this person. And so it will make sense when you look into the law and understand it. In the end of the day, it could be that this person is showing up in a certain type of a way, reflecting back a story, right? Like maybe not feeling like you're able to trust. If there is issues to do with commitment, something here about not being really, someone not really coming to the table, committing or something like that. There's a defensive energy between the two of you either way. So communication wise, if there are assumptions around cheating or lying, well, whether that's founded or unfounded, that becomes the energy. So not all of you will agree with me, but that's fine. I mean, King of Swords in the reverse, some of you will tell me that you think you're dealing with a narcissist. Now, I have a different take on labels, guys. So I would say that, again, anything can be changed and shifted. If you don't want it, then that's fine. But I'm going to get some cards on this person, sorry, on you and how you're feeling about them. There's a lot of attraction and desire, but there's been toxic patterns, communication issues, I think trust issues, potentially with secrets coming to light. So that could have manifested, Aries, in this situation, like maybe outside flirtations, Page of Wands. I mean, there's regrets here around the way that you two have communicated with one another, possibly some ego clashes and whatnot on the direction forward. I mean, Four of Wands also, like I said, this person on one hand feels like there's possibility for something stable. There could be issues to do with stability in house and home. For some of you, it's a situation where old baggage is being carried into the present. Okay, Five of Cups is crying over spilt milk. Particularly if you're dealing with a situation with someone that has fears to do with commitment. because maybe there's been a past, right? I mean, Six of Swords is about wanting to move away. So maybe this person is moving away from something toxic, okay? And that could cause the rift between the two of you. Maybe they feel you're moving away from something toxic, Aries. I'm going to see your side of the story. I mean, Knight of Cups and the Judgment card, there's some kind of a wanting a second chance or a comeback around. And a Knight of Cups would be a love offer, an apology. So potentially that's on the cards for June. Let me take a look, Aries, at your side of the street. Here you are on the bottom of the deck as the Emperor card. How does Aries feel about this person as we move through? I just saw Two of Cups, you know. This person has Five of Cups. So, you know, Five of Cups always has the Two of Cups at the back. So it's like this person, there's this feeling like there's been too much focus on the spilt cups. And, you know, Two of Cups would be soul connection. So maybe part of you does feel that this person's like a soulmate, Aries. Knight of Wands, it's been a bit on and off, hot and cold. And I just saw King of Pentacles. So both of you see that there's potential maybe for commitment, but not trusting. And also that Knight of Wands. I mean, lots of attraction and chemistry. Perhaps you're both suspicious that that's all that it is. And guys, again, you don't have to wait for someone to choose or decide or change. When you look into law of assumption, you can just select a new version of the person and look at your self-concept and what's being reflected back. If you're feeling like this person isn't showing up or committing to you, they will if you change the story, okay? Which is easier when you look at if this is triggering for you or reflecting something, then you need to shift who you are being, your state of consciousness, who you're identifying as. If there's triggers, it's an unfavorable belief, like not being chosen, not being able to trust, and then the person, the mirror morphs into that. And you can select out of the infinite versions that exist right now as creation is finished, a new version of the person and make new assumptions and affirmations. The coaches will help you. Look, the Star card, King of Swords is in the upright, Aries. So part of you wants to get to the truth, maybe have an honest conversation, have a balanced conversation with this person. The Wheel of Fortune's in the reverse. Part of you feels like this is very fated or destined, but something, you know, Wheel of Fortune is like the wheel of karma. And guys, I have a different take on karma as well. I think if your thoughts are creating your reality, your thoughts being connected to your current state of consciousness, so your beliefs that then drive your thoughts, actions, inactions, reactions, assumptions, and the selection of the connection that you're making, well, you don't need to label karmic, non-karmic, etc., or get stuck in karmic cycles. You just need to select a new state of consciousness, a new identity, who you are being, that no longer has any limiting beliefs that are driving certain thoughts that are getting you a certain result. Okay, so this is going round and round. Karmic, unfavorable cycles would usually reflect repeat cycles that are connected to something that needs to be reprogrammed, like a subconscious belief. Say if you're feeling like, I don't know, tension, distrust, etc. By the way, we also have Scorpio energy, guys, and we have Aquarius here. So something keeps going round and round, and it needs to shift in order for things to shift for the positive. Now, like I said, Aries, if you want to change this, you don't need to wait for this person to change. If the part of you that feels like this is the one, all you need to do is go and do some practice with the law and shift your state of consciousness and your assumptions and select new version, okay? So the Star card, there's something about maybe wanting to heal things. Also, Aries, this is about hope. So part of you still hangs on to hope for this situation. You both have Seven of Swords in the reverse, Aries. There's an energy of like, something might have come to light. There's been a caught out. Now, guys, I'm not telling anyone you need to go with a cheater or a liar if that's the theme here. And again, it's controversial, but like, if you have gone into a connection with some kind of a subconscious belief that people are not trustworthy, you've had past experiences to support that, then you move into situations and the circumstances and the person are going to support that belief. So this is where law of assumption, you have assumptions, and so the mirror morphs into whatever your assumptions are, right? I mean, the Seven of Swords. It could also be avoidance, because the King and the Queen of Swords are in the reverse. So it's like you both hold back maybe on speaking the truth to one another. And that causes tension. And then Six of Cups is in the reverse. I mean, part of you doesn't know if this is reconcilable, Six of Cups in the reverse, but there's also potentially stuff, past issues. Like I said, Aries, taking the focus away from this person. The Six of Cups is our past. So either it's the past issues with this person that, on one hand you want to heal, on the other hand you're not sure if you can let go of it, or it's really, Aries, like you have a history of feeling this way, or an experience where you feel like people cheat or they lie or you can't trust, or there's an avoidance issue between you and this person. And so the Six of Cups in the reverse, we go to the Five of Cups in the upright, which is on the other side. So it's about letting go of the past. You both could be carrying baggage into this situation. Now, again, they're not a robot, the person. They have their own limitations, behaviors, etc. On this timeline, but you have selected a version of a person with those limitations, etc. and behaviors, and they're still being filtered through your state of consciousness. So in order to get past that, Aries, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Six of Cups in the reverse, it's important to let go of old spilt cups in this situation or in the past. Could be childhood stuff as well, Aries, Six of Cups. Eight of Wands is in the reverse. You're not sure if this can move forward. Maybe there's been lack of communication, or it goes in and out. Ten of Cups. There's issues here to do with family, I think, and family history. Either you feel this person has not let go of some stuff connected to their past and their family, or also, Aries, to be fair, this could be highlighting something that needs to be healed from the past, right? So an old story about self and the way in which people show up for you. But part of you also, Aries, sees this person maybe potentially as happiness, joy, the future. Temperance card, something here about timing and patience. So this could have been going on for a long time. Temperance card is also about inner balance and healing. So if you can balance from within, the outside shows up more balance. Now, if you've had a lot of conflict or tension with this person, Aries, temperance is like when, we need to temper our emotions. You could feel like this person is erratic and doesn't do that, or that could be something that you're working on doing. There's opportunity, you feel, Page of Pentacles. By the way, we've got Sag energy with that Temperance card, and then you've got Four of Cups in the reverse. There's some kind of an element of emotional rejection that's coming through. So that could be something that you're trying to work through, Four of Cups in the reverse, or disappointment. You want to get past that. There's that Two of Cups. So there's something about soul connection here. So if we can take away the Five of Cups, maybe some of you, either this person feels you've been too stuck in whatever's gone on between the two of you to really move forward, but they want to persist, like they haven't moved on. Or you feel like this person is too stuck in, their past, and they're very defensive, or they're still tied to old toxic cycles or people or something, because that Devil card, I just feel like there's been something that's really held this back from moving in the positive direction. And really, it's in your hands, Aries. I'm not giving you guys shit. I'm just trying to be helpful and empower you. If you want this to change, I can give you the divine timing story, but then that's your belief, because you've got Temperance card here. Part of you feels like, for those of you that want this, that this is your Ten of Cups, but divine timing, patience. Maybe the time's not right, or maybe this person indicated that in some kind of way, or you have selected version of connection where there's a lot of healing that's necessary. Now, whatever you believe, guys, essentially is what's going to show up in your current 3D physical reality. Circumstances don't matter. Nothing is impossible. You are limitless. All you need to do is shift your beliefs and your thoughts, and then the outside will shift for you. So please go and look. I always recommend amazing coaches on YouTube that are like Sammy Ingram, Dylan James, Kim Velez, Manifesting with Kimberly. They're all amazing. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards and see what's going on in this situation. Why is there all this trust issues? Okay, self-love, taking back control. So there's issues here to do with self-love. That causes distance, separation, cold shoulder. You both feel cold towards one another. So again, this could be mirroring, like this person feels you come across as very cold or detached, and vice versa. Now, Aries, again, like you may not feel that you are being that way, but if the mirror is showing up and triggering you, maybe there's a retaliation. And so then you might assume that they're coming across as very distant or cold or something like that. There's a lot of fears and limiting beliefs coming through, Devil card, you know, so patterns, like toxic patterns, envy, jealousy. There's jealousy issues here again, which is trust issues. Now that could be around outside flirtations, etc. Let's see. Childish, immature, argumentative, playing the victim. Maybe you feel like this person plays the victim. Could be. You know, the King of Swords in the reverse, like that's like the narcissist archetype, guys. So again, if you want to change it, like I have a different belief. I think there's the narcissist is a non-narcissist on another timeline, just like the player is a non-player and the avoidant is a non-avoidant and all of that. So I don't really care if people don't agree with me. We've got rock bottom, life falling apart, goodness. Then we've got 11-11, twin flame, runner, chaser, divine timing. I'm not going to go into the whole twin flame story, guys. The truth is I mentioned divine timing, so that it's like you're locked into this cycle, or the cycles that keep going round and round, where there's an assumption that the time's not right. There's all this, like, maybe this says karma that needs to be healed, self-love that needs to be learned. And yes, self-love is important, guys, but that's going to come down to your self-concept, which is what I talked about. So look into self-concept. What is the version of Aries that doesn't have limiting beliefs about self that are being reflected? You don't need to wait for that person to heal. And that's helpful to you regardless of whether you want to redo in this situation or just to let it go, to manifest something that's more aligned with your desires, which also already exists, Aries. Everything exists all at once. So anything you want is available to you. But there's unfinished business, right? Unfinished business. I think I said that earlier. That's the world that keeps going round and round. It says proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation, infatuation, okay? Denial, obsession, attraction, push, pull, mixed messages potentially. I mean, so far, did I see much? If this hasn't reached commitment stage, Aries, at all, then it's possible that there's just been non-commitment, maybe it's a lot of suspicion, outside flirting, you know, running, chasing kind of energy, right? And this could go round and round. What else? Yeah, okay. Well, distractions, just as I said that. Temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. There's also something about this waiting. And I think I said that at the start, waiting on something. You both could feel a bit that way. Like each of you could be a bit tit for tat or non-committal. Like one could show up that way and then the other one could retaliate. And again, I'm not giving you guys shit. I'm just pointing out the dynamics that could be going on. And again, Aries, if you want to change it, it's totally up to you. I mean, I have mind games, immature, analyzing you, testing you. So I don't know what this person, what action they're going to take towards you. I mean, let me have a look. If there's no communication and you want communication, Aries, for example, you can manifest that, and the coaches will show you how. Anything, wherever your focus is, if you're firm from a place of knowing that you're the God of your reality and you can manifest anything, you will get communication. It's just, what's the quality of the communication? You don't want to keep going round and round. You want a different version potentially, right? What is this person coming forward with? There's finalities with revenge. Didn't I say retaliation, guys? There's this tit for tat kind of an energy between the two of you. Let's see. Yeah. Side piece, secret hookup, flirting with others, the other woman. I mean, there's been a lot of this flirting, non-committal energy, observing, being watched, social media stalking, keeping an eye on you, obsessed with you. There's a lot of obsession here. There's a lot of sexual attraction, no doubt, but then there's a lot of this non-committal suspicion, flirting, because indecision, uncertain, wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave. So again, Aries, this person is still you pushed out, so this might not be the version that you want, but if you want this to change, if you're getting an uncertain situation, this person is just reflecting back, like where you don't feel chosen, you feel like someone's not trustworthy, or you feel like you're not enough. That's usually the underlying belief at this state of consciousness, guys. You can choose a new state at any moment and practice being in that, but that's what's being reflected back, okay? So it's uncertain. Do I see them taking action with this current energy? I have the King of Wands here and a Page of Wands, so perhaps there is something coming through, communication, but then there's deja vu, repeated patterns. There's history. And then anchor. There's a lot of heaviness around the anchor, the history between the two of you, and generally history probably, if you've both gone through some like trauma or some things that you haven't worked through. I mean, butterflies, feeling complete, can't stop smiling, happiness, devotion, and then intuition, telepathy, dreams, heart songs. Yeah, Aries, I don't know, some of you are going to get a flirty text, but again, if you have contacts with a person and you come from the same state of consciousness, it will keep going round and round. That's why I'm saying, Aries, for those of you that want to have this differently or want it now and not the divine timing story, rather than focusing on the mirror and saying, why won't they fucking change or whatever, like take control with your thoughts, with who you are being, and manifest a different version of the connection. Anyway, Aries, I hope that resonated for some of you, and if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please, and I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.